Peter here. Next day, as they were on their journey and approaching the city, Peter went up on the housetop about the 6th hour, that's noon, to pray, and he became hungry and wanted something to eat. But while they were preparing it, he fell into a trance and saw the heavens opened, and something like a great sheet descending, being let down by its four corners upon the earth. In it were all kinds of animals and reptiles and birds of the air. And there came a voice to him, "Rise, Peter, kill and eat." But Peter said, "By no means, Lord, for I've never eaten anything that's common or unclean," namely unkosher, not kosher. And the voice came to him a second time. "What God has made clean, do not call common." This happened 3 times. Peter kept pushing back at this offer to rise and kill and eat. Happened 3 times, and the thing was taken up at once to heaven. Now, while Peter was inwardly perplexed as to what the vision that he'd seen might mean, behold, the men who were sent by Cornelius in scene 1, the one we read first, the men who were sent by Cornelius, having made inquiry for Simon's house, stood at the gate and called out to ask whether Simon, who was called Peter, was lodging there. And while Peter was pondering the vision, the Spirit said to him, now we've still got this split screen going, "Behold, 3 men are looking for you. Rise and go down, accompany them without hesitation, for I have sent them." And Peter went down to the men and said, "I am the one you are looking for. What is the reason for your coming?" And they said, now notice at this point, he's just like Saul was. Peter is clueless why he's been summoned, right? The other side knows, but he doesn't know, just like Ananias knew why Saul was being summoned, but Saul did not yet. That's an interesting element in this matchmaking of God. And they said to Cornelius, a centurion, an upright and God-fearing man, who is well spoken by the whole Jewish nation, was directed by a holy angel to send for you to come to his house and to hear what you have to say. So he invited them in to be his guests. The next day, Peter rose and went away with them, and some of the brothers from Joppa accompanied him. And on the following day, they entered Caesarea. Cornelius was expecting them and had called together his relatives and close friends. So they've gathered a crowd here. It's not just Cornelius who's interested. When Peter entered, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshiped him. But Peter lifted him up, saying, "Stand up, I too am a man." And he had talked with him. He went in and found many persons gathered, and he said to them, "You yourselves know how unlawful it is for a Jew to associate with or to visit with anyone from another nation. But God has shown me that I should not call any person common or unclean. So, when I was sent for, I came without objection. I asked then why you sent for me." Right? So, at this point, we get Peter reading the vision as a sign that God wants Gentiles to be a part of what's going on. Now, we need to stop with that because, as I said earlier, and I'll stop with it and take the share off for a second. As I said earlier, Gentile proselytizing has been going a long time in Judaism, right? It's been around for a long time. Joseph and Asenath, other things show us, and Matthew 23 shows us, we know it's been around a while, but the early Christians had not been told what they were supposed to do. Remember, our opening line from Jesus was, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." Jesus put no ethnic markers on that. Did you notice? Jesus didn't say, "You'll be my witnesses among the Jews around the world." At Pentecost, all of the Jews from all over the world have come, but they're all Jews. The first Gentile we encounter hearing the message that's being preached is Cornelius, because Peter has had this dream. So it's not been a foregone conclusion of the earliest Christians in Jerusalem, and as they've spread, it's not been a foregone conclusion that they were supposed to go outside the realm of Jewish people. Do you remember when Jesus sent the disciples out in Luke? He said, "Go only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Jesus's mission was contained amidst Judaism. He went among the Gentiles and did good things. Gerasene demoniac, Tyre and Sidon. Jesus strayed outside the Jewish people, but there wasn't any sort of "and come into my group" thing going on. He was doing good things for outsiders, but I don't know if I was an apostle if I'd say, "Oh, I know what we're doing. We're going to go out and do Jews and Gentiles everywhere." They didn't know. And so 10 answers an important question for the early Christian community. It tells them, yep, Gentiles are in. But what remains? Well, what remains is they don't know exactly under what conditions. And so by the time we get to 15, it will be the question, do these people who are coming in need to keep kosher and get circumcised or not? That is still undefined when Peter talks to the people around Cornelius.